Listen carefully, because if the 2026 Chevrolet Camaro really represents the future of this nameplate, then this is either the smartest evolution Chevy has ever made, or the moment Camaro fans finally admit the muscle car era they loved is over. The Camaro has always been about attitude, sound, and straight-up defiance. It never tried to be polite. It never tried to be subtle. And that's exactly why people care so much about what comes next. The 2026 Camaro isn't just another model year. It's a statement about whether performance cars still matter in a world obsessed with screens, silence, and efficiency. For decades, the Camaro lived in one lane: aggressive styling, rear-wheel drive, big power, and a driving experience that felt raw even when it wasn't perfect. It didn't need to dominate sales charts to be relevant. It needed to feel dangerous enough to excite and refined enough to survive daily driving. That balance is exactly what made the Camaro special. Now, heading into 2026, Chevrolet is standing at a crossroads, and every decision around the Camaro carries weight. The first thing you notice about the 2026 Camaro is that it looks modern without apologizing for its past. This isn't a soft reboot that forgets where it came from. The design still carries that wide, planted stance that makes the Camaro instantly recognizable. The proportions remain aggressive, with a low roofline, muscular fenders, and a body that looks like it's ready to launch even when parked. Chevy knows better than to water this down. If the Camaro ever looks timid, it's already lost. The front end is sharper and more technical, reflecting where performance design is heading. Lighting is slimmer and more precise, giving the Camaro a more focused expression. The grille design feels purposeful rather than decorative, and everything about the front communicates performance without unnecessary gimmicks. This is a car that looks fast without relying on fake vents or overdone styling tricks. From the side, the Camaro still carries that long hood, short deck look that muscle car fans expect. It doesn't chase elegance. It chases presence. The body lines are clean but aggressive, and the overall silhouette remains unmistakably Camaro. Even if the platform underneath evolves, Chevy understands that the Camaro's identity lives in its shape. At the rear, the design stays tight and muscular. The lighting signature is bold without being flashy, and the stance feels wide and confident. It's the kind of rear view that makes you want to see it pulling away rather than parked. Inside, the 2026 Camaro takes a different approach than its predecessors, and honestly, it has too. Older Camaros were often criticized for poor visibility, cramped cabins, and interiors that felt a step behind competitors. Chevy clearly listened. The cabin now feels more driver-focused without feeling claustrophobic. Visibility is improved, controls are more intuitive, and the overall layout feels like it was designed for real people, not just track day fantasies. The materials feel more premium where it counts. Surfaces you touch often feel solid and well finished. The seating position is still low and sporty, but more comfortable for longer drives. This is a Camaro you can realistically live with, not just admire on weekends. Technology plays a bigger role now, but it doesn't dominate the experience. Digital displays are clean and customizable, giving you performance data when you want it and simplicity when you don't. The infotainment system is faster, smarter, and finally feels competitive. Smartphone integration is seamless, and the system works without demanding your attention every 5 seconds. But let's be honest, nobody clicks on a Camaro video to hear about infotainment. They care about how it drives, how it feels, and whether it still earns the name. And this is where the 2026 Camaro becomes controversial in the best possible way. Chevrolet knows the world is changing. Emissions regulations, electrification, and market demand are real pressures. But the Camaro has never been about following trends. It's been about delivering an emotional driving experience. Whether that comes from a traditional internal combustion engine, electrification, or a hybrid approach, the mission stays the same: make the driver feel something. Acceleration is still a priority. The Camaro has always been about that moment when you press the throttle and feel the car respond instantly. The 2026 model keeps that focus. Power delivery is immediate, controlled, and addictive. It doesn't matter how that power is generated if the result makes your heart rate rise. And that's the benchmark Chevy has to hit. Handling remains a core strength. The Camaro has long been one of the best driving cars in its segment, often outperforming rivals on track while still being usable on the street. The 2026 Camaro builds on that reputation with sharper steering, improved chassis balance, and suspension tuning that adapts to different driving modes without ruining ride quality. This is still a driver's car. Steering feel matters. Weight transfer matters. Feedback matters. Chevy understands that if the Camaro loses its connection to the road, it loses its soul. The driving experience is designed to reward confident inputs and punish sloppy ones, just like a Camaro should. Sound is another emotional pillar, and this is where opinions will be divided. The Camaro's exhaust note has always been part of its personality. Whether through traditional engines or new technology, Chevy knows that silence is not the Camaro's brand. The sound design, whatever form it takes, is meant to be bold, aggressive, and unmistakable. This car should announce itself without needing to shout. On the highway, the 2026 Camaro is more refined than ever. Road noise is reduced, ride quality is improved, and long drives are less tiring. This isn't a compromise, it's evolution. The Camaro no longer forces you to choose between comfort and performance. It delivers both in a way that feels mature without being boring. Safety and driver assistance systems are more advanced, but they stay in the background. The Camaro doesn't babysit you. It supports you. Features like adaptive cruise control, lane assistance, and collision mitigation are there when you need them, not when you don't. This keeps the focus on driving rather than fighting the car's software. So who is the 2026 Chevrolet Camaro really for? It's for people who still believe driving should be engaging. It's for enthusiasts who want performance without sacrificing daily usability. It's for buyers who understand that cars are more than transportation. They're experiences. At the same time, the 2026 Camaro is trying to attract a new generation. Drivers who grew up with technology, customization, and efficiency still want excitement, even if they define it differently. Chevy is walking a tightrope here, balancing tradition with survival. And whether you love or hate the direction, you can't ignore the effort. The Camaro has never been the safest choice. It's never been the most practical. And that's exactly why it matters. In a market flooded with appliances disguised as cars, the Camaro stands out by refusing to forget its purpose. The 2026 Chevrolet Camaro isn't just about horsepower numbers or 0 to 60 times. It's about identity. It's about whether passion still has a place in modern cars. And if this Camaro succeeds, it proves that performance isn't dead. It's just evolving. Love it or hate it, the Camaro still sparks debate. And any car that can do that in 2026 deserves respect.